Well, howdy there, friends. Today, we're embarking on a remarkable journey to catch a glimpse of how the cast members from Major Payne have changed over the years. We'll be revealing their true identities and ages, and you're in for a real treat as we compare their youthful days on the show to the present year of 2023. So, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all ready for this ride? Let's get this journey rolling. 1. Damon Wein as Maj, Benson Payne. Maj. Benson Winifred Payne is a highly honored soldier and veteran of the Vietnam War, serving as a proud member of the United States Marine Corps. He is the spouse of Emily Walburn and the adoptive father of Kevin Tiger Dunn. The character is brought to life by Damon Wein. Damon embarked on his stand-up comedy journey in 1982. His earliest appearance in film was a brief cameo as a hotel employee with a unique flair in Eddie Murphy's 1984 movie, Beverly Hills Cop. Between 1985 and 1986, he graced the stage of Saturday Night Live as a featured player. But his penchant for improvisation during a live sketch, portraying his character as a flamboyant gay cop instead of a straight cop, led to his departure after just 11 episodes. Weins earned 4 Emmy Awards nominations for his outstanding contributions to acting and writing on In Living Color. His portrayal in My Wife and Kids earned him the 2002 People's Choice Awards for Favorite Male Performer in a New TV Series, and he secured 4 Golden Satellite Award nominations from the International Press Academy. Formerly married to Lisa Thorner, Weins and Thorner parted ways in 2000. The couple shares 4 children, sons Damon Wein Jr. and Michael Wein, and daughters Karamia Wein and Kyla Wein. Wein also embraces the role of a grandfather. Notably, he is the uncle of Damian Dante Wein, Shantae Wein, and Craig Wein. Wein enjoys close personal friendships with NBA legend Michael Jordan and fellow In Living Color star Jim Carrey. In January 2013, Wein faced a diagnosis of type 2 diabetes. In September 2015, he came to the defense of comedian Bill Cosby amid sexual assault accusations, expressing skepticism and suggesting a financial motive. 2. Michael Ironside as Leighton Cole Stone. Leighton Cole Stone is Alex Stone's stepdad, played by actor Michael Ironside. He arrives intoxicated for Parents' Day and slaps his son when met with a refusal to salute. Attempting another strike, Major Payne seizes his arm to shield Alex. Stone endeavors to confront Payne but is repelled twice and directed to vacate the premises. One of Ironside's initial roles was as the malevolent telepath Daryl Revock in Scanners, 1981, an early creation by David Cronenberg. He assumed the character of a serial killer, Colt Hawker, in the slasher film Visiting Hours, 1982, and featured in 1983 as Myler Crane in the A-Team episode Taxicab Wars, as well as Overdog McNabb in Space Hunter. Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. Ironside lent his voice to the comic book antagonist Darkseid in the DC animated universe, encompassing Superman, the animated series, Justice League, and Justice League Unlimited. He later revisited the role in the 2020 DC Universe IHBO Max web series Harley Quinn. In an episode of the New Batman Adventures, he voiced Batman in a Batman, the Dark Knight Returns segment. Another portrayal in the DC Comics universe was General Sam Lane, Lois Lane's father, in 3 episodes of Smallville. Ironside has contributed to video games, embodying the voice of character Sam Fisher in the Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell games and Jack Granger in Command & Conquer 3, Tiberium Wars. He inked a 5-year pact to depict Captain Jonas Traeger in the Spaceworks television sci-fi series Ice Planet. But the show didn't materialize. Ironside tied the knot with Karen Dinwiddie in 1986. They share a daughter, born 1998, and he has another daughter from a prior marriage. Ironside has triumphed over battles with bowel, prostate, and thyroid cancers. 3. Orlando Brown as Cadet Kevin Tiger Dunn. Kevin Tiger. Dunn was one of the cadets who experienced fear and sensitivity. Eventually, Major Payne assisted him in overcoming his challenges, and he was promoted to corporal. In 1998, he co-starred with Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen in Two of a Kind. In 1996, he landed the role of 3J Winslow in Family Matters. That same year, Brown ventured into voice acting, portraying a younger version of Damon Wein in Waynehead. For Disney, he shared the screen with Raven Simonet in That's So Raven, featuring in Max Keeble's Big Move and Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. After departing from Disney in 2007, Brown opted to focus on his music career. On April 10, 2007, Brown was stopped by the police in Texas for driving without headlights on. During a vehicle search, marijuana was discovered in the side door, leading to his arrest for marijuana possession. Brown refuted ownership of the marijuana, asserting that he had borrowed the vehicle from a friend. In 2018, Brown made false claims on an episode of Dr. Phil, including that he was the son of music icon Michael Jackson, stating his full name as Orlando Brown Prince Michael Jackson Jr., and claiming to have 4 children, 2 of whom he had never met and whose names he didn't know. He mentioned that the oldest of his children is between 16 and 18, implying that Brown would have been between 13 and 15 at the time of their birth. He also stated that he had been sober for 4 years. The episode aired on December 21, 2018. Following his appearance on the show, Brown candidly discussed his struggles with addiction at a church fundraising event in 2020. He is currently married and has a son who is biologically his, as well as a stepson. At the time of his arrest on December 22, 2022, Brown was disclosed to be homeless, residing with his brother, who stated that he had taken Brown into his home 2 weeks earlier to help him avoid living in a homeless shelter. 4. Karen Parsons as Emily Walburn. Emily Walburn served as the advisor at the boarding school and later became Benson's romantic interest, as she endeavored to help him grasp that life encompasses more than just warfare. They eventually tied the knot and adopted Kevin Tiger Dunn as their own son. Parsons gained prominence for her portrayal of Hilary Banks in the NBC sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which aired from 1990 to 1996. She played a role in the creation, production, writing, and starring of the Fox sitcom Lush Life in 1996, which faced cancellation after 4 episodes. In 2001, she featured in the critically acclaimed yet short-lived television series The Job alongside Dennis Leary. Parsons is the initiator of the Sweet Blackberry Foundation, dedicated to producing animated films and books highlighting overlooked black heroes. The inaugural video in the series centered around Henry Box Brown, a slave who mailed himself to freedom. Parsons has authored 3 children's books, a middle-grade novel titled How High the Moon, 2019, loosely inspired by tales of her mother's upbringing in the Jim Crow South, and 2 Sweet Blackberry picture book biographies illustrated by R. Gregory Christie, Flying Free, 2020, chronicling aviator Bessie Coleman, and Saving the Day, 2021, depicting inventor Garrett Morgan. Parsons entered matrimony with director Alexandre Rockwell in 2003. They share a daughter, Lana, and a son, Nico. 5. William Hickey as Dr. Phillips. William Hickey portrayed Dr. Phillips, the school headmaster. He appears primarily focused on academics, unfazed by his school's poor performance in the military games. His sole directive to Payne is to ensure the cadets refrain from causing disturbances on campus. Hickey enjoyed a lengthy, distinguished career across film, television, and stage. Commencing as a child actor on the variety stage, he made his Broadway entrance with a walk-on role in the 1951 production of George Bernard Shaw's St. Joan, featuring Uta Hagen. A frequent performer during the golden age of television, Hickey made appearances on Studio One and Philco Playhouse. His notable contribution to the arts, however, lies in his teaching career at the HB Studio in Greenwich Village, founded by Herbert Berghoff. Under his tutelage, George Siegel, Jeannie Colombo, Sandy Dennis, Barbara Streisand, Cyprienne Gable, and Sandra McLean honed their craft. Behind the sink in the studio's basement, Hickey kept a flask, claiming it helped him endure subpar acting. A fixture of Ben Bagley's New York musical reviews, he featured on several recordings, notably Decline and Fall of the Entire World as seen through the eyes of Cole Porter. His most memorable on-screen role was that of the gravelly-voiced Don Corrado Prezzi in Prezzi's Honor, 1985, earning him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Hickey portrayed Don Corrado as sharp-witted and cunning, despite his frail physical state, sharing pivotal scenes with Angelica Houston and Jack Nicholson. In 1997, Hickey succumbed to emphysema and bronchitis. He rests in the Cemetery of the Evergreens in Brooklyn. His passing occurred during the filming of Uzo's Better Than Ever, with the producer standing in for him in a pickup shot depicting his character in the hospital. Released nearly 2 years after his death, his final movie, Knocking on Death's Door, where he plays the town sheriff, is dedicated to his memory. 6. Stephen Martini as Cadet, Alex Stone. Stephen Martini portrayed Cadet Alex J. Stone, a defiant adolescent with little regard for authority. He opposes Payne's strict training methods and actively endeavors to remove Payne, yet eventually becomes the cadet squad leader in lieu of Dotson. Following the debut of Major Payne, Martini relocated to Los Angeles to venture into film and television. Derek, his brother, swiftly followed suit, and soon they embarked on the creation of Smiling Fish and Goat on Fire, where they assumed the roles of the titular brothers. The Martini siblings further depicted Alex and Morris Karnofsky in Lewis, a silent film they co-wrote, inspired by the historical brothers who assisted Louis Armstrong in acquiring his first trumpet. The narrative of Limelife draws from Stephen and Derek's upbringing in the New York suburbs of Long Island. Following the events depicted in the film, Stephen transitioned from Long Island back to his birthplace of New York City, where he enrolled in the Professional Children's School. It was there that he crossed paths with the Culkin brothers, who portrayed the Martini siblings on screen. During this period, Stephen formed a connection with Adriana, whose father battled Lyme disease, forming the basis for the love story between Rory Culkin and Emma Roberts in the film. Stephen's foray into writing commenced with Smiling Fish and Goat on Fire, a film the brothers financed for $50,000, starring as the titular characters, and earning the Discovery Award at the 1999 Toronto International Film Festival. Co-written and directed by Stephen's friend and fellow professional children's school alumnus, Kevin Jordan, the film drew inspiration from the Martini brothers' experiences. His subsequent script, Limit Life, gained acceptance into the Sundance Institute's film program. There, he and Derek filmed, edited, and scored various scenes, receiving feedback from celebrity creative advisors. Some of this journey was documented in Sundance 20, a documentary by director Doug Prey. Martini currently serves as the singer-songwriter of the Spaceship Martini. Spaceship serves as Martini's moniker, reflecting his eccentric demeanor. The music of the Spaceship Martini embodies an ever-evolving fusion of storytelling and sound, often centered around Martini's crafted lyrics. Most recently, they provided the score for Limelife. 7. Albert Hall as General Decker. Albert Hall depicted General Elias Decker, Payne's former superior officer. Hall garnered widespread recognition for his portrayal of Chief Phillips in Francis Ford Coppola's 1979 war masterpiece, Apocalypse Now. In this film, his character leads the crew upriver from Vietnam to Cambodia, enabling Captain Willard, Martin Sheen, to fulfill his mission of assassinating Colonel Kurtz, Marlon Brando. To authentically embody someone who experienced the Vietnam War firsthand, Hall conducted research in preparation for the role. The actor characterized the filming experience in the Philippines as exotic and emphasized that it was all enjoyable. In the late 1990s, Hall became familiar to television audiences through his recurring portrayal of Judge Seymour Walsh in the series The Practice and Ally McBeal, both creations of David E. Kelley. Interestingly, he assumed the role of a judge in soap operas like The Young and the Restless and Days of Our Lives. Hall took on the characters of real-life figures such as Hank Aaron in the 1998 television film The Tiger Woods Story and Elijah Muhammad in Michael Mann's 2001 biopic Ali. Additionally, he played the recurring character Bruce in the series Men of a Certain Age. 8. Damian Dante Weans as Cadet Deke Williams. Damian Dante Weans took on the role of Cadet Dwight D. Williams in the movie. Commencing his career in 1987, he made his debut in Eddie Murphy's concert film, Eddie Murphy Raw. Subsequently, he ventured into writing and directing. His breakthrough in acting came with Jamie Kennedy's film, Malibu's Most Wanted, portraying Tech, the ex-boyfriend of Chandra, Regina Hall. Damian has contributed as a writer and director for various episodes of his Uncle Damon's sitcom, My Wife and Kids. Collaborating with his cousin Craig Weans in 2006, they wrote and produced The Underground, a sketch comedy show featuring Uncle Damon on Showtime. Damian also directed several segments. Marking his directorial debut, he helmed the film Dance Flick, a project scripted by Damian, Keenan, Sean, Marlon, and Craig Weans. In 2009, Damian established a film and TV production company named Second Generation Productions, acknowledging the second generation of Weins family members in the entertainment industry. His vision is to create, develop, and produce multi-platform content. 9. Chris Owen as Cadet Wooliger. Chris Owen took on the role of Cadet Wooliger in the film. In 1999, Owen starred in the popular comedy film American Pie as Chuck Sherman, a teenager who proudly declares himself a ladies' man and goes by the moniker The Shermanator. Owen reprised this character in all the sequels of the American Pie franchise, including one of the Directo DVD spin-offs titled American Pie Presents Bandcamp. In addition to his contributions to the American Pie and National Lampoon franchises, Owen has made appearances on TV shows such as Seventh Heaven, Monk, and The Mentalist. In a 2014 New York Daily News article, Owen was mentioned to be working as a waiter at a sushi restaurant in Santa Monica, California. In the piece, Owen expressed that life doesn't always go the way you planned. I love acting, and this job allows me to stay in the fight. Since the publication of that article, Owen has been featured in several films, including a supporting role in The Last Sharknado, It's About Time, as well as a guest appearance on Criminal Minds. Throughout his career, Owen also played roles in the music videos for Something Corporate's If You See Jordan and Dimitri Vegas and Like Mike's Mammoth with Mogwai. 10. Bam Bigelow as Biker. Bam Bigelow takes on the role of Biker. The cadets hire him to confront Payne and coerce him into leaving. Following his release from incarceration in Mexico, Bigelow chose to undergo training as a professional wrestler, reasoning that there wasn't much else I was qualified for. In May 1985, he commenced training at Larry Sharp's Monster Factory Wrestling School in Clementon, New Jersey, with Sharp considering him his standout pupil. Bigelow made his debut in professional wrestling on August 23, 1985, at an event hosted at the Studio 54 nightclub promoted by Paul Heyman. During his youth, Bigelow faced multiple arrests on charges such as aggravated assault, attempted kidnapping, criminal restraint, drug possession, robbery, and sexual assault. As a teenager, he spent 9 months in the Albert C. Wagner Youth Correctional Facility and later served a 6-month prison term in Mexico City for unlawfully acting as a bounty hunter in Mexico. Bigelow's girlfriend discovered him deceased in his Hudson, Florida home at around 10 a.m. EST on January 19, 2007. He was 45 years old. An autopsy revealed that Bigelow's demise resulted from various drugs found in his system, including lethal levels of cocaine and benzodiazepines. Atherosclerosis was identified as a contributing factor to his death. The Pasco Pinellas medical examiner ruled his passing as an accidental occurrence. 11. Andrew Harrison Leeds as Cadet Dotson. Andrew Harrison Leeds steps into the role of Cadet Dotson, a diligent individual who served as a cadet squad leader at Madison Prep Jotzi. Dotson makes a transition to Wellington after experiencing demotion, with Cadet Alex Stone taking precedence. Leeds' entry into the realm of professional acting occurred at the tender age of 8, when he served as an understudy in the Broadway production of Teddy and Alice. Over time, Leeds assumed the character of Quentin Roosevelt. His journey continued with the portrayal of Gavroche in the national tour of Les Miserables. Post his tenure with Les Miserables, Leeds graced the Broadway stage in falsettos, essaying the role of Jason during Wednesday and Saturday matinees. For a year, he took the lead in the musical alongside Broadway luminaries like Michael Rupert, Chip Zien, and Mandy Patinkin. Following a brief stint taking over evening performances, Leeds departed the production to undertake the titular role in Carly Simon's opera Romulus Hunt. Teaming up with writing partner David Lampson, Leeds participated in the Bravo reality show Situation, Comedy, overseen by Sean Hayes. The show chronicled the creation of 2 competing pilots, with Leeds and Lampson's pilot, Stephen's Life, emerging victorious from 10,000 submissions. NBC produced the pilot, marking the beginning of Leeds' career as a writer. Leeds then re-immersed himself in acting, making appearances in Veep and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. His drama pilot, Rex Is Not Your Lawyer, received production by NBC in 2011. Subsequently, Leeds and Lampson crafted another television pilot, a comedy titled Brenda Forever for NBC, although it did not secure a full series order. Leeds later secured a regular role as Josh in the ABC comedy Cristela. He went on to create a comedy pilot, Those People, for Kelly Ripa's company and ABC, and featured on the Comedy Central show Workaholics. In November 2015, Leeds joined the main company of the sketch comedy improv ensemble The Groundlings, and the list goes on, each cast member leaving an enduring legacy. From comedy to drama, the Major Payne alumni continue to shine brightly in the entertainment universe. As we celebrate the timeless humor of Major Payne, let's also applaud the incredible careers that followed. Thanks for joining us on this nostalgic journey of Major Payne then and now.